4 videos in one day. I think I've broken a new record. Well, this video is going to be about the Boston sports scene right now. We're just going to go through this in order, and this is going to be super short and sweet. The Patriots schedule was released yesterday, finally. So now we not only do we now know who they're going to play against, but we now know when they're going to play against them. Honestly, I've lost all faith in the Patriots as of a couple years ago. Their arrogance is over 9,000. I've pretty much sworn off watching football for the second season in a row. I'm not gonna, I'm the kind of guy that always cheers for the home crowd, so if I'm not happy with the home team, I just don't watch it all. But that's speaking for me, you know? It's just a real shame. I mean, Personally, I think the whole obsession with Tom Brady is, I think that's gotten old. He's not the same guy he was during his prime. I don't think he needs to replace his quarterback. It's like the Patriots have the goods to get into the playoffs and more often than not get to the Super Bowl, only to lose to another team, despite being the favorite in every single case. Excuse me. And the fact that they were able to do that is pretty sad. Moving on to basketball. The Celtics. No comment. I'm probably one of the most obsessive Celtics fans, but honestly, I didn't watch a single game this season. I said this on my blog last year, but Danny Ainge needs to be fired. He's the reason that the big three that the original big three left, that the new big three left. He's the reason Doc Rivers left, and he's the reason that the Celtics have entered another period of several horrible seasons in a row. He's the reason that this has happened, and the fact that he is in charge, and the fact that even his own top talents have no faith in him as the general manager of the Celtics is very telling. I'm pretty sure he and the owners are gonna spend it as they wanted more money, but if even Doc Rivers left, and Rivers will go down as one of the greats in Celtics history, that's saying a lot. I mean, you had Paul Pierce that stayed with the Celtics during the lion's share of their some of the more trying game days during his early in his career. And even after he got stabbed, he still stayed in Boston through the good times and bad. He's the kind of player that you want to keep in Boston for his whole career. And then to just have him up and leave the team like that, and that's it. To me, that says a lot. It's different from Ray Allen's situation where he just left for more money, and where he just left for Miami for more money. But it's pretty obvious that for Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett, their leaving money had nothing to do with it. All I can really say is it is what it is, and it's a shame. It's pretty much killed my taste for pro basketball. And I've been watching the Celtics since 1992, from the end of the Bird era to now. It's a shame. Danny Ainge says he's not going to build a team around one player, about one all-star. I get the whole it takes a team to win championships and all that jazz, but it takes an all-star to bring butts and seats in the arena. That's what happened with. Why do you think? Take a look at what happened to Cleveland after LeBron left. Even though he was the only reason they made it to the NBA to the playoffs first couple when he was with the team, he was also the reason that people came to see the games. Plus at the time he was a hometown boy, so everybody loved him. And then you saw the backlash that happened when he left for Miami aside, the evidence shows, you need to have an all-star that the team can rally around and inspire the team. And I think it's already been proven that Rajon Rondo is not the kind of person that you want to build a team around. I think it's already been proven, and I wouldn't be surprised if not over this current off season, but over the course of the next year or two, that he ups and leaves for another team. I'm calling it now. He ain't gonna be around for much longer, because on the record, Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, and Karen Ed have already said, like, he's a loose cannon. And then why the Celtics have kept him for as long as they have been, and despite a lot of the friction in the locker rooms, is another matter entirely. Anyway, hashtag why Celtics why. Yeah, it is what it is. Moving on to baseball. Go Red Sox. I mean, I watched Thursday nights, not Thursday nights, Wednesday's game in the in Fenway Park. I mean, whew, that was something else. And I believe they're gonna be back in Boston today. But that I missed the even though I was watching the game, I turned away from the TV during when they found that the pine tar in his neck. But when I turned back, the umpire ejected him from the game. It's like, what was that about? I thought it was awesome. I thought it was hilarious. And then I found out I immediately hopped on Facebook, and that's when I found out why he was ejected from the game. I was like, yes, not just as a Red Sox fan, but I couldn't believe a guy that had already been under suspicion of using the same substance actually had the audacity to try it a second time, thinking that people weren't going to be watching out for that. And this time he actually got what he should have gotten before, and he was suspended from baseball for what he did. It's interesting, yep. A lot of folks can say that the New York Boston rivalry died a while back, but I think it's been reborn with this latest incident. And honestly, I had my doubts about the Red Sox in the post-Francona world, and especially after they've lost a lot. Pretty much after they've lost almost everyone that helped them win their first two championships. But I'm liking the new Red Sox. They've shown that they can adjust and change. It's awesome. In terms of end of the year predictions, I don't doubt for a second that they'll make another World Series push. As to whether or not they'll win the cup, as to whether or not they'll win it, obviously I'm hoping they do, but I won't be able to make any solid predictions until the World Series has begun. And yes, I'm hoping that they end up banging heads with the Yankees during the World Series this year too. Should be fun. Moving on to hockey. They didn't really catch that Bruins game on Tuesday. That was amazing. And come tonight, they could close out the series in Boston. It's a great day to be a Boston sports fan. I can say that much. Whew. Yep, they made the Red Wings pay for what they did, what happened in the first game, and they're on the cusp of moving on to the second round if assuming they win today's game, which I'm pretty sure they will. Should be pretty interesting game to watch. Anyway, that concludes my roundup of all four sports in the Boston area. I don't follow Major League Soccer because of my schedule, so but I do follow things on the internet in that regard. But yeah. Before I forget, yes, I did watch this year's Boston Marathon. I think it was pretty awesome, but I think it would have been a bit more awesome if a local guy won the marathon. Though I can see that happen now that we've got an American winning it for the first time in 31 years. I'd say anything's possible now. Anywho, yeah, I'm probably going to do another video, another sports roundup over the summer, mostly to focus on baseball, more than likely. But if the Bruins win the cup, I'm obviously going to do win the Stanley Cup. I'm obviously going to do a video on that. But anyway, yeah, this is pretty much it for now in terms of sports. And yeah, 4 blogs in one day. Maybe I'll make it 5. Anyway. You guys take care. If you're a local Boston fan, keep it real. And if you're not, well, too bad. I'll see you in another video podcast. You guys take care and be easy.